Hey everybody, welcome back to this edition of Writer Groupie. You guys, it's been a very, very busy week. And of course, as I start to shoot this video, the yard man has begun to cut a couple of doors down, so I may have to move this inside. Coming up on Writer Groupie, we're going to talk about my new publisher. Well, so as you can tell, I did have to move it inside. And then I just happened to notice that my dryer is running. So you guys just try and disregard the background noise today. I apologize. It's just been one of those days. Things don't seem to want to coordinate with my decision to shoot a video today. But we are going to persevere anyway. And so let's talk about my new publisher. I have gone with Howling Wolf Press. You can find them at howlingwolfpress.com. I did make the announcement on all my social media, including a short video here on YouTube, about the fact that I have a publisher. Yay! I'm so excited. It has been a very long time since I worked with a small publisher. The last one was in 2011, I guess. So it's been a minute since I've used a small publisher to help me get the books that I'm writing out. But I am really, really hoping that this decision will facilitate my being able to write more and do less behind the scenes stuff. And for those of you who do not know, who are not writers and do not know, there's an awful lot of behind the scenes stuff that authors have to do. We have to write the book, we have to hire an editor, we have to proofread the book, we have to have beta readers, we have to have cover artists, we have to spend the time to pick all these service providers to help us. And it's just going to be nice to have somebody else just run interference and do all those kinds of things. Now, this particular small publisher does not provide editing. You have to send them an edited manuscript. But they will do your cover art for you. And I think that's a fabulous opportunity because, like I said, it's just another thing that writers have to do to get their books ready for publication. They will also be uploading to all the vendors. This book will be going wide. They will take care of a lot of, just the little tedious backdoor stuff that I don't want to have to do. I want to be able to write. I've already started writing on the next book in this series. It has really been calling my name here lately, and I'm excited for that. I'm so excited, and I'm ready to just spend numerous hours in the chair turning out another book. Chances are pretty good that I just used the wrong word when I said numerous, but I do mean a lot of hours because it takes a lot of hours to turn out a book. Now, not to get off on a how to write tangent, I got to tell you guys, I've been following a lot of authors on TikTok, and they oftentimes are fairly new writers with 1 or 2 books out, and they are using TikTok as their platform to teach how to write tips. You know what? Maybe I'm just getting beyond it, but I don't want to see how to write tips. I think everybody knows how to write, and if you don't know how to write, I really think that there's so much on the internet now that you can go and find. You don't need somebody using social media platforms to tell you what to do. There's too much information out there now. We don't have to teach it anymore. I would much rather be following people on social media and hearing about their own personal journey, where they are in their manuscript and what difficulties they're finding and, how their characters won't do what they want them to, how they won't behave. That's what happens to me. My characters start off meaning well and they end up taking an awful lot of page space, just going off on tangents, and I have to reel them back in again. If that's you, please leave me a comment down below and let me know. It's so difficult to keep your characters in line sometimes. And now, before y'all come after me with hate mail, I'm not saying that people should not offer tips, writing tips on social media and the things that we do. I think that once you've learned something and it's kind of ingrained in your own writing life, you want to share it. So you feel like you're smoothing the path for somebody coming along behind you. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't misunderstand me. Personally, me, as a writer, as an author of 20 pieces of fiction now, I personally just kind of scroll through those. I don't need somebody telling me writing tips. It's just not me. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But getting back to the publisher, I'm very excited about having a little small publisher, somebody that's just getting on the ground floor. I'm getting on the ground floor of their business, and they're getting started. They're just getting started. I'll probably be their very first author to turn in a novel submission. And so we'll see how this goes. You know, the thing about small publishers and contracts and things like that is you just want to make sure that you're being treated fairly, you're receiving what you need, they're getting what they need, and it's a mutual deal. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how well I do with it. We'll see if I stay with it or if I go back and become an indie author doing it all on my own again. I really hope not. I hope that I am done with that. I hope that I am finally going to get some help in the endeavors that I try for with my writing. I just want to write. I've heard that so many times from so many authors. You just want to write. You don't want to do all this other extraneous stuff. You don't want to be in charge of all this stuff. I think the promotions are the worst part of it. And unfortunately, this small publisher does not do a lot of promotions. They will help you. They will do some. But it's not like having a publicist and somebody who handholds you through that process. So what's coming next? Well, you know, I'm always doing things. I'm always trying things, and I have new and different things come along. So with this new book that's coming out, I felt it might be prudent to offer a sweet short story that's kind of a side story that happens in the world of degrees. So if you're interested in getting a short story, a side story to the main story for the book that's coming soon, go out to mkbrowning.com and get it. It's free. It's just delightful. It's called Piana's Nightmare. I think you'll love it. Be sure and check that out, mkbrowning.com. And I will see you guys in the next video.